Got my candle of luck. And bad, actually. If it's not a fan, we got a new mic. That's right. Look at that. RGB professional. All right. What are we doing today? Making an advertorial. So why not? Not because why not? Because money. We need this. We need money for you. Money for you. Money for you. Money for you. Everybody get some money. Oh, we're running out of good bills. I don't have much USD anymore. Traded it in. It was a good time. Woo. Man, it's been a while. By a while, I mean 4 days. Can you believe that? I haven't streamed in 4 days? Oh. What have I been doing? Learning how to video edit, as you can't tell. Definitely not sound engineering. It's for damn sure. We're so loud right now. But I am yelling. And look how close it is to my mouth. It's like talking directly into it. Sounds good though. Okay, we got too much music in my speakers at least. Bam. Yeah, it does. Appreciate it. I'm trying on my side. Good to see you, Jeff. So yeah, I've just been working on video editing because it's like you want to crack offers with the newest form of advertisements. And as you know, so I set up the affiliate offer for Audion. I've been calling it Audin this whole time. No, turns out when I watch the videos, it's Audion. Oops. But yeah, I did a whole bunch of different content for it, etc. Just learning how to...
I know there's a lot of people out there that are hard of hearing.
Whoa, okay. We're not ready for that yet. I don't even know if you guys will be able to hear it, to be honest, but probably. Okay, let me just share it. I'm also set up on OBS now instead of Streamlabs. OBS significantly better. Highly recommend. So we're going to set up a new capture. We'll call it MP for media player. It new. OBS is so much better. So I've just been basically doing videos like this for ads, and here's one of them. And this is a story ad. So the advantage to this is it could be posted across pretty much everything, organically too at the same time. And these videos absolutely take off organically. So I work with the video that you normally get when you do affiliate marketing. Like they provide you a lot of the assets, a lot of the videos. Yo, what's going on? I know it's been a bit, right? Marketing After Midnight, where's the stream at? Hold you to it. You got to do it. But we got new audio at least, and I hope it sounds better. I haven't really set it up too much. I'm not an audio engineer. I watch YouTube videos and they like do the before and after, and I'm like, oh damn, I can't even hear the difference. So that's a bad sign. So just basically like taking basic videos like this and then adding stuff like captions to it. I found really easy ways to do it. I'm probably going to do a couple of them on stream at some point just to show you guys how. And the reason why I put the product up a bit higher and the whole like sale under $100 is this kind of, it goes, there's certain spots where the text will cover. And with stuff like this, I spent this whole week creating HTML tables and other stuff for my membership downline builder site. Oh, get ChatGPT to do all that for you. Come on, 2023, man. Oh, damn. I don't even have chat coming up on my stream right now. I'm gonna have to fix that. All right, 1 second. Let's see if I can do it live, actually. We just copy this. And then... Whoa, no. Whoa. We can't go without the chat stream. Plus, browser... Sure, we'll call it browser 2. URL. Okay. Oh, dang. So good. Why is it so wide? Whatever, that's fine. It'll work. It works for now. Just in case you guys send them paragraphs in. But yeah, just basically working on this, and it's worked so far. Like I've got organic sales from this, and this stuff is highly performing. So I do this version of the video, and then I'll do a 1x1 too, so I can use those for ads, because it's good to have a mix. You want to have a mix.
I know there's a lot of people out there.
Calm down, lady. Calm down. We're not done talking about it yet. But yeah, just basically, and also for something like this, I made the captions extra big. I don't even know how to do HTML and CSS. Good to hear. But yeah, so basically Yeah, I just do videos like this. I take their videos, and then so we don't get duplicate content. Use the D-Van, don't do it. Okay, let's go. Let's play it. I don't know if this will be loud enough.
I know there's a lot of people out there that are hard of hearing but don't want the world to know. That's what I love about Audien. Not only can I hear now, it didn't cost me thousands of dollars. Hearing aids are usually so expensive, so I didn't want to get new ones. Audien saved me. I suffer from hearing loss after years of going to amazing concerts, but now it's really hard for me to keep up in conversations. She lost her hearing from concerts, like having to ask people to repeat themselves, and it became so embarrassing. So I started looking for solutions. I could not stand the look of old school hearing aids. They were
Pause, lady. Okay, so they gave me the video on as like a minute 56, so I had to cut out 56 seconds. Look, oh look, it looks like she's crying. I should use that as a thumbnail. Should use that as my thumbnail today. But yeah, just creating different types of content, because you can't just use images, but it's always good to have a mix. Not that it... What, lady? Speak louder. I can't hear. All right. We're going full
bulky and not discreet at all. I wanted something that no one could tell I had. I found Audien. And not to mention, the price of regular hearing aids are so expensive. Going into the red. I was finally able to find something affordable.
That made it red. Yeah, I know. She speaks pretty loud. Which is good. She needs to, but yeah, the customer is going to be like, what? So I actually made it so she's even louder than she's meant to be. We're like peaking the levels here because we got Peggy's and Harold's that are just no hearing whatsoever. But I figured they see a younger whippersnapper and they're going to be like, oh, well, if this lady, this young little whippersnapper, probably like 7 years old, if she likes it, then I like it too. And notice how big the font is. I hate it. Like design wise, not that like, ugh. But older gen doesn't matter. You don't need to make it look good. Just add Alex Hormozy titles to everything.
You want to try something, but be discreet. You have to try Audien. It's affordable, it's convenient, and it will change your life.
Yeah, that's the issue. And some people that can't hear, subtitles are like absolute gold. And even like, I don't even trust the Facebook text that they use in my ads because they probably can't even see it, to be honest. They're like, oh, I think it's for hearing aids, but I can't hear anything and I can't read. But no, successful so far, making money from it. Good offer. So I'm like, let's amp it up. Profits went, see, I had the account kind of go blue a little bit after I did all the changes. So I increased the volume of the account, and this happens. It has to somewhat like retrain after the fact. So sometimes you have to like, instead of even increasing the budget, just relaunch that thing, you know, get it going. And believe it or not, fire safe too. That thing is profitable as well. I did videos for that. That was with AI though. Here, let's take a gander. I made it on stream pretty much. Oh, look at the effects. Oh my goodness. This one's actually the best converter so far. Grease fire. Oh, my help, it's burning. I kind of want to use one of those like meme videos for it and everything, but yeah, that's kind of the stuff that I've been up to, and creating short form content. I've been just a short form content machine lately, and some of it's getting
about to join the AI war. The CEO already announced they'll add an AI companion to search. And we have a live event.
So I've just been doing stuff like this.
Rumors, paranoid to release about it.
I do little edits. See, I Photoshop the guy right here. He's angrier than he should be. So I took the smudge tool and I'm like, no, let's angry. Sergey angry. So I went from there. But yeah, that's pretty much it, you know. So just different things like that. This was like one of them too for Life Safe. And I started at a really low budget because I'm like, I don't know if this is going to work. And I have some new offers too at the same time. But, yeah, this stuff worked. The pot of burning liquid in AI. Because also at the same time, I want to prove, like, can AI be used for marketing or can it be better for your marketing? And the answer is sometimes. Not always. That's the whole issue with it. It's not always like one of those things where you can make money from it. So we'll see. But yeah, I did like a whole new setup. This one actually has vertical streaming too, so don't worry. We're gonna bring the cancer known as TikTok into this live stream. I can't wait. I don't have 1,000 followers yet. I just about do. Hashtag follow me. Marketing with Matt Farmer. TikTok. Good content. But yeah, I've just been doing a couple banger videos lately because I'm interested in the organic side. And I'm also like, I'm interested in the advertising side because if it works organically, odds are it's going to work for not organic.
I have tinnitus. And the ringing
Here's
in my
another
ear
one that I did.
driving me crazy.
It's not like I shot the old man's video or anything. I just took this video and I made it. How do you do TikTok? They closed my video for promoting an offer. No, you can. Honestly, you just have to not do like, you can do testimonials and stuff like that. You have to be a little bit careful with it because they'll hit you for certain offers. But even if you just do it as content or just build your personal brand on it. So just build like, because I did life hack on it, for example, and it was like more news highlights. So as long as it's more content than actually pitching, like you could add a CTA at the end, but don't make it about this thing, or just be like one of those TikTok voices. I tried this new program. I guess it doesn't sound like Morty, but like I tried this new program and it made me $10,000 the first day. Yeah. See, that's the whole thing. I'd start it like talking head video of you being like, hey guys, I tried this new thing online and it seems to be making me so much money right now. I'm running out of room in my bank account. Check this out. I just basically did this, and this, because there's a lot of people who do the biz ops, but as long as you get past like the first part of the content, and I'd probably season the account too with just like, you know, not, it's like indirectly pitching, not even indirectly, but just, yeah, not fully just going out and being like, it's pitch time, son. Like, make money with this program. No, they're going to hit you. But if you're like, hey, you know, I've tried internet marketing for a very long time. I've tried all this, and this, and this is the only thing that's worked for me so far. I basically just, you know, send around all these PDFs and look at me now. TikTok famous. So I think you just have to like be a bit less aggressive for it. Like I could get away with this stuff, and look, call to actions are a thing. It's just like how they do it on TikTok for like, I saw it or I bought it because of TikTok or whatever that trend is. Like I bought it because of TikTok. It's like a content thing, but really they're selling you that product. So they're not
TikTok leggings.
Yeah, those are the ones you bought, right? Got you. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, we're off the track.
Oh, anyways, intros. We got Grandpappy AI himself, Patty the King.
What up?
And
what up,
we have my wife, beautiful Tiffany Farmer. Left you hanging, or left me hanging. Come on, Tiff. Unacceptable. So yeah, basically, that's kind of what I've been up to. Just cranking out new strategies, because I find with all this stuff, with like affiliate marketing, with everything, it's not having one tool that just decimates everything. Like I have a couple tools that work and make a lot of money. It's having a whole tool chest of tools, having a whole goddamn garage full. Yeah, I'd just do a small one, or even just like clickbait it, lead them through, because a lot of it's about engagement and everything else. So like if you could just talking head about like, you know, a very common, here's a common thing that people do for digital marketing, and this is why it doesn't work, but you know what worked for me? This. Or just like go content first with it and you'll get it. And yeah, you want to season the account first. Don't just go out like an absolute pitch fest, throwing haymakers, being like, buy my product, bam. You know, don't do that. Would recommend it. All right, anyways, so today just made a YouTube video on least ad space. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, YouTube's a good one. Like I take all those stories that I showed you and I put them across everything. I do TikTok, and even though they're very AI focused, it's like I'm going after correlation, not exact audience. You just have to correlate, and that's where it gets most powerful. It's the same with parent trends. Like exact same thing. So basically what I do is like 75% of the stuff I sell isn't even a parenting product. which is kind of crazy. And it's a parenting blog, or like a parenting face to it, but parents of parents and blah, all these things that I justify. Yeah, you don't have to, as long as you think the audience is going to actually buy it. That's fine. You know, I find correlations sometimes buy stronger because they haven't been pillaged as much. Because, you know, marketers, like on Facebook ads, when you used to be able to target like Tony Robbins and get all the people who are into, like, you know, make money, etc., that list has been pillaged so many times where unless you have like a new product, it's actually probably one of the worst performing ones because you have the most amount of competition and it's auction based. And it's yeah, it's been used too many times. Don't do it. It's not worth it. You know, you have to find correlated stuff. People who like Rolex, you know, because most people who like Rolex, it's like in what I did boxing advertising. I wouldn't target Floyd Mayweather because half of his fans don't even watch boxing. Not even, less than half. They just like that, oh, Floyd has money. Yay. You know, all they care about is the money. So they're not the lowest hanging fruit. Of course, like, I had other people to advertise to. Other than falling into hours of boy pop bands like NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, and B44. Yeah. Those are good ones. But, you know, what can you do? Dancing out the house, scream, I want it that way. Don't ask. No, that's the best content by far. It'd be funny if you had a website builder and you use like and I want it that way, and then have another, like a competitor not working for it. Tell me why. Ain't nothing but a bunch of errors. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, we're basically just going to create. I did this advertorial. It worked really well. The thing about advertorials is the click cost. You get, like, it's such a good amount of audience that you could remarket with it, etc. But the thing is, we already have an existing one. So the key to this, and the key to life, is copying what already wins and changing it a little bit. No, I'm kidding. Don't completely do that. But these are provided, so I could use this directly. I'm not going and stealing some other affiliate's info. It's just for me. I'm like, okay, I cannot use this, you know, because it's already been used. It's going to hit duplicate content. It's going to have all these problems and everything else. So kind of step one is just copy an existing one, and then we're going to have to provide some changes to it, make it slightly better, maybe slightly worse, hopefully slightly better, please. But all my sales came from traffic exchanges and safe lists. $17 from Warrior Plus, 50 from 2 sales, and 25 instant commission programs. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, and the thing is, if you make something pretty big, you could JV as well at the same time. People are always looking for offers to promote via their stuff, like their email list. Man, that's good. That's really good. See, the best part about when you're not using paid traffic and you make money is it's 100% profit. And you don't have to wait, like, you don't have liquidity issues ever, or, you know, failed offers don't cost you money. But once you get paid working, like once you arbitrage paid traffic, there's nothing more beautiful. So one of the big things I look for in the advertorial that I want to copy, so what the title is. So how a new piece of technology provides the drug-free pain relief you've been looking for. Personal attributes, can't do that one. Thousands have gotten pain relief from this drug-free product, and I'm one of them. That's a good one because it's a personal story. This futuristic patch uses microtech to relieve your pain. Here's how it works. Is Kylo the new microtech patch the best way to relieve menstrual cramps?
Was
I
that
don't know.
first person perspective?
Yeah.
Well, I like what perspective it is.
Yeah, you do. And the thing is, you want it to also be a story, have it compelling, you know, lock people in, etc. So that is one thing to factor. Once my downline builder is rebrandable, funnel membership site is done. Well, let's see, that's the thing, marketing after midnight. I'll just call you ma'am. Mom. Marketing after midnight. One sec. It's like once you get a base of referrals and everything else, they're going to be building it for you. So you'll have that, but then you'll want to add rocket fuel to it, because like 10 people actively building, you know, they'll slowly do it over time, versus like just absolutely flooding it and having thousands of people do it. We're talking Andrew Tate Romanian jail level of of like Romanian jail level marketing. But she still ain't out. Yeah, PR marketing. I thought being hooked to pain meds for life was my only option. Then this little natural patch changed everything. This is why I have so many problems with one takers for this whole like short video thing. I try to do it in one take because my background moves. Although I just got a hack for it. Video editor, friend of mine. I was like, bro, how are my edits? And he's like, dude, they're amazing. I do it myself. And I'm like, yeah, the problem is I have to do it all as one take because my background moves. And he's like, no, want to know a trick? And I'm like, yeah, man, I would do nasty things for a trick right now. Just kidding. Maybe. You pop in zoom whenever the background changes. So you just pop a zoom and you can't tell. And I was like, dude, that's fucking brilliant. These video editor hacks, man. It's almost like their 20 plus year experience over me has taught them more somehow. Who knows? So I like this one so far because it's a pretty good like story one, and it's pretty dramatic. I can't change the quotes or anything because FTC will kick down my door, and we can't have that. We cannot have that. Let's see if I got a drop for it, and let's see if the drop works. Wait for it. Nope, doesn't work. Fuck. We're also not swearing this one. Thought I'd deal with people's shit my whole life. Then I found X laxative. Really gets rid of the shit. Yeah, that'd be funny to like call it 9 to 5 laxative. I watched a podcast from Money Buys Happiness with what's his name? Wi-Fi Money. I believe that's it. He's an interesting one. Those guys make so much money. But like having a good name like that can help quite a bit. So far I like this one the best. Let's move it to the edge. This strange new pain relief patch took my elbow and arm pain away in 60 seconds without pain pills. I tried the new natural relief patch that claims to remove years of chronic back issues in less than 60 seconds. Here's what happened. That's a decent story, Wad. We'll put that as second. How this micro tech pain patch gives me back pain relief I haven't found in 13 years. Yeah, did you hear the knock at the door? I'm actually thinking about buying them just so I could turn them right down, not hear anything. I guess AirPods do the same thing. I put them on so like I cut out a lot better, right? I still have a weird yellow on this side. We could fix it though. Watch this. I'm blue. I use it to give myself some skin tone. But let's go. Let's go. House got to deal with this shadow right there, but whatever. I should just put a light on this side of the microphone. That'd be funny. Legal morphine patch. Yeah, I switched from morphine patches to pain patches. Find out what happened next. Blow your mind. Bam. Okay. Anyways. Futuristic pain patch uses microtech to turn off your knee pain. Me. Not too bad. Man, I'm so big in this one. Here, one sec. We're gonna have to hold me down. Hold me down. Okay. Oh, geez. Right now, I was thinking about starting a stream one time, just literally just Stone Cold Steve Austining 2 Red Bulls. I figured it'd set the pace really good. But may get me banned for dangerous activities or whatever they call it these days. Who knows? And here's how. Okay, so we found some winners. That's good. Now let's take a look through. I thought being hooked on pain meds for life was my only option. Then this little all-natural patch changed everything. Dangerous good times? Yeah, how I live. And they're hating on me for it. Let's get this bigger so we could all read along. I need one of those like bubble things. You remember those old sing-alongs back in the day? Just showing my age right now, where it'd have like, they'd show you the video and then the bubbles underneath would tell you how to sing. Man, I'm glad that doesn't exist anymore. Being a parent. I can't move, Allison, help me. I cried helplessly outside the shopping center where I'd brought my wife to buy a dress for our upcoming anniversary. So you can tell this is made up already. Really? He didn't do that. As I rushed to the shopping center to buy a last-minute gift for Valentine's Day. That's the story I got coming up. Just kidding, Tiff. There I was, curled up on the park bench and howling in tears. My knee and hip joints had flared up that badly. It was almost as embarrassing as it was painful. It's got me in here. I need to keep reading. When I saw my doctor later that day, he just chalked it up to old age. Of course, they always have to be like, doctors are useless. You know, my doctor was like, well, we should do surgery. And he's like, well, all I heard was that you're a Nazi. You don't want what's best for me because I don't want it. And I'm a better doctor than you. Oh boy, did that infuriate me. Because I'm not even that old. I'm 64 years young. Good one. He handed me a prescription for pain pills and sent me on my way. I crushed them up and did every single one at once. No, I'm kidding. But I didn't like that either. So we got a good picture right here. We'll have to replace this. Like, we want to use different images too at the same time. It's an important part. We don't want that duplicate content, you hear? Okay. I've never been the type to want to fix a problem with a pill. Pills have caused me as many problems as they've solved. And you don't even need to be a doctor to know that. See? Everybody thinks they're smarter than doctors. I'll personally admit, I'm not. But do I do stuff that doctors wouldn't recommend? Yes. Please start a YouTube channel where you just read advertorials. Can you tell I have kids and I've read them lots of books? I get way too into it. Just watch a commercial for the newest medication on TV and listen as they raffle off all the side effects, like blindness, stroke, and death. No thanks. Got it from my wife, though. Later that week, I shared my gripes with my old pal Todd. I knew he was suffering from old age. Seems like an ad for portable granny saver. Yeah, the whole life alert, that was one of the greatest of all times. Help, I've fallen and I can't get up. Between that and the Ginsu commercials, which is a knife that cut through brick every time. Amazing. Suffering from old age, joint problems of his own. And if anyone could commiserate with me, I sure as heck knew he could. But instead of emphasizing, I should just record it as an audio version for all my no readers out there. But instead of emphasizing, he had suggested, you know what? My daughter Jolie. Well, she's a great physician, a general physician, and she recently introduced me to this cool pain patch thing. It's been a miracle for me! Exclamation. Yeah, I'm at. Oh, fuck, this is long. I wish I didn't agree to that. Damn it. Okay. We got to get inspired here. Okay. He started explaining to me how his daughter didn't want him to get addicted to pain meds for all the right reasons. After all, the opioids epidemic is at its highest now, with 115 deaths happening every single day, possibly every second, because they lie to us. Luckily, Todd was happy to tell me about this all-natural, drug-free, micro-relieving pain patch that he said was called Kylo. Oh my god, what are the odds of an ad being on here too at the same time? Contains billions of nanocapacitors. I ain't know what that is, but that sounds like it's gonna work. And it's all natural pain relief you put on your body that uses microtechnology to stop pain signals in their tracks. God dang. Meaning, it is 100% drug-free with absolutely zero side effects. He explained it just like this. You only feel pain if the pain signals reach your brain. However, if you catch these signals at the source, you feel an instant reduction in pain. It's absolutely crazy. And that's exactly what Kylo does. Boy, was I excited to hear this. But still skeptical, of course. Still septic, of course. Sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? We got lady with leg. I think we need to use a bit older here. This isn't the guy's leg. It's not going to work. We need to Photoshop this on a herald. Then Todd lifted his pant leg to show me the patch he had near his knee. Todd, what the fuck? You're wearing one of them too? And to be honest with you, I thought it was something right out of a sci-fi movie. I had all sorts of natural remedies before, all of which did nothing except drain money out of my pockets, but this looked different. And I know Todd's a skeptic himself. He's one of the boys who drink beers every night, watch TV, NFL, hell yeah, Super Bowl coming up next weekend. He wouldn't recommend something he didn't believe in. But even with Todd's glowing recommendation endorsement of his daughter, I love how they built that into it too. I decided to do some of my own research, and I found these surprising facts out about Kylo. Advertising. Apparently, Kylo has been turning heads in the medicine community. In fact, a recent clinical study showed the following. 99% of users felt pain relief within 10 minutes of applying Kylo. Whatever happened to 60 seconds, who knows? But they reported 10 minutes. 27% of users reported that the pain never came back after removing the patch. They didn't pay for that study. Let's be serious. And best of all, clinical study from the Miami School of Medicine, bunch of liberal Todds, softer than marshmallows, proved Kylo is more effective than any other prescription and over-the-counter medication with zero side effects. And if you buy now, we'll include a bottle of Stop the Smell. Plus, it has thousands of glowing 4 and 5-star reviews, so I decided to give it a shot. Soon, I guarantee at some point, and if it doesn't, I'm going to include this. Guess what? It's all American-made, manufactured. Therefore, it's the best technology out there. Placed my order for Kylo right away. Here's what happened. My order arrived about a week later, and I immediately put it to the test. Being that I'd never used a micro pain patch before, I didn't know how to apply it on my own. But Kylo was great about helping with that. The tutorial showed exactly where to apply Kylo. Let's put it twice just for search engine optimization, I say. Depending upon where you feel your pain. It's actually quite simple. You just place it somewhere between the source of pain and your brain. Because I ain't have one of those. Do these first person pages convert like they used to? I got hand slapped by legal last time I wrote it. Yeah, they do. You can get away with it. Or what you can do is you convert it into a story about a user that did it. And then just use all their like quotes. As long as you could find somebody to be like, yeah, I said that. Or you base it on like an actual testimonial itself. So if you have like a long form testimonial, you can do it. Like they work. And so everything Kylo does is Facebook friendly-ish. I don't think it's completely on some of these advertorials. And we could always go to one of like what somebody else is running. But yeah, you do have to be careful on the legal side of exactly kind of what you say and everything else. You just want to have something that pulls a user through it. So first person can be good, especially, well, needless to say, you want to have it like you could always convert first person to third person. Know what I mean? So that way we could just talk about Cletus over here. You know, this is what happened to him, and then use his quotes from this actual thing right here to this goddamn advertorial right here. Might have arrived about a week later and immediately put it to the test. Being that I had never used a micro pain patch before, I didn't know how to apply it, but blah, blah, blah. We did that one. As soon as I put it on, I felt a nice tingling sensation. And then I waited. I realized I had to shit. So I went and shit, and 1 minute later, my pain went down from being 8 out of 10 to one of them goddamn 5 out of 10s. After 10 minutes, it was only a 2 out of 10. What are the odds? Definitely not him. If this sounds crazy, just know I couldn't believe it either. All the pain I've had for years just disappeared. Disappeared like our rights after COVID. Shouldn't say that on a stream, about to get myself banned. Now, don't tell my wife, she worries, but it's always, I love how like copywriters and like people and everything, they love to play the whole like the wife card and just like, you know, they pretend to be the standard, or not the standard, but you know, the relationship. I hid it from my wife because you know how she worries that night. type deal. It'll be like they'll talk about their wife and husband, where it's like, my husband cried every night knowing that I was in such pain. Of course, an advertorial just meant for like females, etc. But they try to play the typical, like, you know, and or just like they basically the dumb husband on like commercials and stuff. Like, oh honey, haha, like my husband is half stupid, you know, and then it shows a guy just being like, meh, meh, washing dishes and then just licking them clean, making us look like plate lickers. We ain't. Speaking of my wife, she now uses Kylo too. She's always has a headache. Actually, had a headache would be a more appropriate way to talk about it now. Last time her headache flared up, I tried my pain patch. Oh, this is his wife. Man, he is pretty old to have a kid. I know, grandkid, but then watched as her eyes, always crying, then watched as her eyes filled up with tears because that bitch cried about everything, as the pain almost vanished within just a few minutes. Now, Kylo has proven to be a lifesaver not only for me, but also for my wife. Yeah, these ads do make you want the product. I want to do one of those, like, I'm not sure if you guys remember Tommy Copper. Tiff got me one of them because, you know, I appreciate advertising. My ankle hurt. She got it for me for Christmas. So everybody using, like, on all the testimonials, like, oh, I can't even talk because it's so amazing. And then the pain was gone. Tommy Copper's the greatest of all time. Like, they weave copper in there. It contains no copper. They weave copper. So when I put it on, I'm just like, it's so great. Just breaking into tears the whole time. It's hilarious. Here's what I love most about Kylo. Then we got, you know, yeah. I showed it to my doctor and he quit being a doctor. He quit right there, retired his medical license, and just sold Kylo via affiliate. Where did he learn that affiliate? He learned it from Matt Farm Marketing, the god of marketing in general. Well, here's an idea. We just make ornaments for our underpants like truck nuts. I know, right? Or we make one called like the smuggle dick and just have it go like on the side of your leg down your pants. Makes it look like you're hung, but really you're packing survival gear. I was skeptical at first, but Kylo has been the most incredible pain relieving product I've ever came across in 54 years of my life. I can't go a day now without it. Simply put, because of Kylo, that I've now drastically improved my quality of life. Oh, update. Just in. Kylo is running a limited time sale. The time is limited to 10,000 years. Because it's always going to be on sale. Check the availability. Oh, God. Let me click. Is it still here? Is it still here? Oh, order now. Fuck the landing page. I just want to buy. Oh, do I want more? Yes, I want more. Do I want? Yeah, I want that too. You know, oh, yes, I want it. How dare you undo it? What's that? I want more. Come on now. Honey, how much retirement savings we got? I'm going hard. Honey, I'm going so hard right now. Hopefully it doesn't have auto checkout when I push this button or I'm fucked. All right. Easy. That's pretty cool. But yeah, we may have to be careful on the first person side. See, we could always make it less story based and just kind of make it about the person himself. You have to be careful. You are completely right. We don't need legal to get in here and ruin our campaigns for that. We already know. But yeah, it's interesting. I also want to, at the same time, I typically check out the people that are currently running it, what kind of advertorial they currently have going. As we know, one of the people who are running a lot of these offers right now, and I found a couple more since, which is bloody incredible. Let's see here. We'll go to their ads because it's really interesting too. These guys are only running advertorials, but I looked at their advertorials and they are Yeah, they are. Sorry, I'm doing it on this side. So let's take a look.
My sister has chronic.
Just give me the ad. I just want to buy. So it's interesting. If we look at what their copy is they're running, 7 ways not to die from a rattlesnake bite. That's a good article. Okay, so they're running this one. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Exit pop. Get out of here. That's what I plan on doing. So if we look, there is a similar one to this. Hey, lady, calm down. See? But if we look at the actual... We're way too zoomed in here. This is... Ooh, Peggy levels. Tried the new natural pain relief patch. It claims blah, blah, blah. This revolutionary... So they basically... They changed it. They added Advertorial so they could run it other places too at the same time. And basically they smashed all this stuff together. And they added their email CTA. So you can see basically like... All right, let's look at an affiliate that's absolutely crushing it. I know these guys are smashing it. It's their probably one of their longest lasting affiliate offers that they're running on their page live right now, which is god dang incredible. Yeah, the Cooch holster. Those would work good. But yeah, so we kind of look at something like this. And see, this is a first person as well. So if we look at it, imagine owning a vice that can turn off your pain. They kind of mix it in between. My back pain started in my late 30s, of course, blah, blah, blah. So even like making that last one kind of this style, we can do a very similar thing with it. And, you know, they add different stuff to it too at the same time, just because they don't want duplicate content as well. Like that's another thing you have to worry about. You don't really want to use advertorials directly from them. Interested to see what kind of call to action they have at the top. So I think it could be a bit better because they ain't have no call to action. We also have another offer coming in through too that these guys are advertising, but I plan to at one point. See if I can find it. It's somewhere. Giddy up. Offers. I don't even think I've applied for it yet. Probably will. Apply. Ha. Gotcha. So check out this new offer. As we get off track a little bit. That's fine. We got lots of time. Oh, what are you doing? Directly to cart. I know what you're thinking. Why would I pay $41.39 Canadian for a light bulb? This ain't your normal light bulb. I'm going to be stuck in Southern this whole time just because of that, reading that whole thing. This is a well-bought chat GPT sniping. Or spinning, yeah. Works like a champ. You can do it like that. Definitely works. It's starting to get darker outside, so it must get brighter in here. Okay. So basically, this magical device is a light bulb that doesn't turn off ever. Well, not ever. Let's be serious. It basically is like this is a perfect survival product. Not only does it work when the light goes out, it keeps, yeah, I guess that's really what it does. There's not much else to it. Survival bulb. Pretty expensive. It's one of those things where I do want to search, like, is there an Amazon equivalent for significantly cheaper, or like they're the same price? It's basically a battery powered LED. So the cost of it overall, really cheap for them to make. And how much does it pay out? So it pays out 40. Oh, you could get upwards of $40. It looks like they're currently paying 30. So it's one of those things where if you advertise a whole bunch of them, your manager can up your commish, which is good to know. You know, it's one of those things. It's always good to see what the potential is for it. And they'll usually I really just think of YouTube as hiring employees at work when I'm sleeping. Yeah. All right. Over 600,000 sold. That's a pretty good sign for it. It's like, put it in your child's room. No, they're a bit bright for that. I wonder how many. Oh, regular bulb. Look at this shitty bulb. Hassle free. Okay, you got to give it one check. That's what I love. Does GiddyUp ask for more than standard Zoom calls, etc.? No, not really. They're pretty good. They're somewhat, depending on the rep that you get, they're somewhat hands off. I can get you guys a good rep if you want to have it. But yeah, they're pretty good. You want to do a meeting with them just because like their reps give you a ton of actual insights itself. So like you could talk to the rep, and shouldn't even post this online, but I'm going to anyways. Basically, you know, they've told me like what the volume is for certain offers and stuff like that. That a normal, like, of course, there's like ClickBank gravity score and top offers and everything, but they'll actually tell me how many units they're selling, and it blows my fucking mind. Blows my fucking mind. But I don't meet with them. I met with the CEO of it just because I was like crushing it for some offers. He's a good guy, Toronto based. But yeah, you could get insider information. Your reps are like, you want to be best friends with your reps. You know, I'll buy my reps Christmas gifts. I had one of my reps, my GiddyUp rep, literally, I was sick. I had like COVID or something. The guy sent me like a whole bloody thing from Amazon, like a whole Get Better kit. It had like snacks in it, had everything. Like it was crazy. It had cookies in it. He's like, he found out I was sick, literally sent me like a bloody gift basket of stuff for me to feel better. Like had all these teas in it that made me feel better. It was like a whole kit. So it's like, GiddyUp, I gotta say some good things about them. Like, yeah, ClickBank does have awards, which is sweet because, you know, you knock people. I can't even grab it right now. My Wall Street's Bet 3D prints on top. But you want those rep relationships, because even the one rep that did that, he eventually moved on to another company, and now I have like a really good rep in that new company. Right? So it's like with these industries, they're so small. You want to, it's just like Facebook reps. We had Facebook reps when they moved on to a new job. They worked for like LinkedIn ads. They worked for Snapchat ads, like because they got way higher positions up in those companies. So it's like once you start seeding all your relationships in the affiliate industry, it's absolutely magical. Some of the connections you can get. Like I got connected to a guy, he was back in the day, he was my Google rep, and he heads all of Google for Asia now, which is crazy. And like that's one of those, I don't, you know, I'll still talk to him and stuff, but I'm not asking him for favors because he's like literally head of the company in Asia. But if I ever really need something, if it's like, if I ever get banned or deplatformed on YouTube for talking about horrible things or reading too much in Southern, yeah, I could call him up directly and be like, hey, yeah, hey friend, yeah, just seeing how you doing, and please unban my account for me, you know. And he owns all of, like, he's in charge of every bit of advertising operation Asia wide and like part of the company. So you want to, like, I know you don't always want to do like meetings and stuff like that, but GiddyUp does one for the onboarding, and it's good. You make those relationships with them, and then at the same time, like I have them on Skype, and they're the ones, like they message me when new offers come out, which is amazing, right? Like even ClickBank's been pretty good that way. I know some guys pretty high up in ClickBank, absolute legends. And I put a comment on their YouTube video the other day, and being like, where's Trump bucks? And they're like, here, we don't, like, it's not a top one, but we got more alternatives right now. And I'm like, what? Okay. They work with the same company. So no, it's really good, especially because like with some of these relationships, I need to do like direct to card or stuff like that. Or if you have to work around your own affiliate way, highly recommend it. Highly recommend taking those Zoom calls, making friends in the industry. Cause next thing you know, it's like 5-10 years later, bam, they have a new position. They work their way up. It's like as you get older, you work your way up in all kind of companies. Facebook even had a policy too, where if you didn't get a promotion, they fired you. And that's why they ended up with so many managers, because it was like managers of managers of managers. And they recently just went and fired like all of them. And their stock went up 25% in a day from it. Heck yeah. Making that sweet stock money back. Making it back. Keyword there. But no, it's good. So this could be something like a good product. I like to try them. You'd be surprised. It's just like, even with FireSafe, it has a very low payout. Like, not very low, but it has a low payout. But it's one of those things where it's like, I'll get it made up and then I'll be able to use it for emails and stuff in the future and etc. And like, yeah, there's lots of different options for it. Okay, so it seems like you have to screw this thing into the light bulb button presser in order to turn it on, I guess, after the fact. So you have to go and unscrew it from your lamp in the dark. Be like, come on, light bulb, I need you. I need to be able to basically, yeah, put you into this thing so I could turn you on. And hopefully I guess it's LED, so it wouldn't be hot at that point if it was an old one. Best part is the person that got me into instant $25 and $47 commission business is a friend with me on Facebook. He gave me all his funnels that work for him and his message away, and he pushes me. Yeah. That's it. You make friends, and they're like, a lot of them are inspiring people. I've made friends with, it's like, if you don't have friends that make more money than you really need to get some of those friends, because it's like, as you level up, you relate less to the lower and more to the higher. And like, you want to have those people to even just show you the possibility, because for every amount that you make per year, there's somebody making it per month, and there's probably somebody making it per day doing something similar. It's just always how it goes. You know, I get a ClickBank award. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm rock star. And then you get other people who are doing affiliate that, like, you know, in a week they're making fucking easily what I make monthly or less, you know, in less than a week. In a day they're making what I make monthly. So you want to have those people to level up and just see what they're doing too. And especially because it's an evolving business. So basically you see it change quite a bit over time. And like, you have to have new strategies. You can't use the same like 1993 strategy you could use back then right now. All strategies and that's why it's like, you have to kind of jump on this stuff when you know how to do it as soon as possible, because over time your strategies aren't going to work anymore, which is sad. I know. But you know, you make friends with the people who crush it. They find a way. They always do. But yeah, I'm likely going to work on this offer. This should be an interesting one. But yeah, I like to take inspiration from stuff like this. I think they're using some of the actual ads as images on here. They've likely cut some of them. Maybe change the levels and everything else. Also, I use ChatGPT to build YouTube descriptions and keywords. It's actually really good for keywords. I use it for my like short form and stuff, and it works well. Even for stuff that's really new, it lies to you. That GPT lies 100%. Because it's like, sorry, I haven't had access to the internet since this date. And you'll tell it to make keywords for something that's like just happened. It's like, oh, make me keywords for, you know, Turkey earthquake. And it'll be like, latest earthquake and blah, blah, blah. A horrible example. But we're not here for examples. We're here to make money. So yeah, really, it's just kind of first step in general. I just want to like to somewhat copy this. Just the style of it in general. Like, I don't care about the rest of it. We already made our copy here. I could delete this book. Delete this. Delete this. I'm sure you guys will recognize all of them. Also, the advantage is once you start getting a lot of offers, listicles are really easy to make and spin up. And you have a potential to sell multiple offers just on a single one. So heck yeah. All right. So this is a point where we have to look around, and I got to rearrange my stuff here just to make sure it makes sense. I wonder if this is a countdown of how long. Okay, yeah, I've been recording for a decent amount of time. We may not get completely into remaking it tonight, which I don't expect to. I just basically on my side want to on the right window still, split out, and yeah, bam. Whoa now. Looks horrible when it's I'll have to add all the legal jargon and everything to it to some extent, but GPT, how dare you ask me that? But for real, check this shit out. And Biden let it finish its route before he told him to shoot it down. Oh, the whole balloon saga. I wanted to make like a meme of it, put a TikTok logo on it, but I don't want to get banned from TikTok because I'm making decent money from it right now. So I couldn't do that. But yeah, that would be the best. All right, so next thing, they got an image. So simple. Add an image. Put the image up above. Bam. Already uploaded the image. Let's see. I don't think you can see my actual files when I do it, which is great. I'm not sure if you guys saw the Seinfeld thing too at the same time. Somebody made like a whole Seinfeld with complete AI, but the AI went down, so they reverted it to the older version, and it like started making fun of trans people and all this other stuff, and it got banned for it. And I guess the older models were really against certain things, which doesn't help. Okay, here we go. We'll just put this in for now. It doesn't take the whole length, but that's fine. Don't want to put this here like that. Pretty easy. Block quote. Save. And then we had this bolded too at the same time. Save. I don't like how it just pushed it right in the center there, but we'll fix that later. So pretty easy here. We just paste it in. And then I should have Chat GPT do all this for me, but I don't. You know what? I can do it on the visual side. So if I go pay, okay, maybe not. Battery level critical. I'm charging it right now. Oh, keyboard battery level critical. Here we go. There we go. Bam. All right, we got that. Next one, we got pictures of pills. So just duplicate it. And really the whole point of this right here is just to make a copy so I have like a style to actually work with. Then I'll make it better on my side as it goes, because it's just like, yeah, you want to give yourself a base that you can work with, and then you worry about kind of all the details and everything. Well, not just the details, but like the copy and etc. So rich text. We're just gonna zoom out a little bit so I can 110%. Push this down here, paste it all in, bam, easy. I won't even format it yet. After this, we need a headline. Don't use H1. H2 for life. Bam. After this, a little bit of text. I could pretty much recreate this whole thing in such a short period of time. It doesn't get us around the duplicate content problem though. So like that's a bit of an issue. But as any copywriter knows, advertorials, believe it or not, even though it's another step in the funnel, they could really work just because they get such cheap advertising cost in general. Like, it's the bloody cheapest way to advertise, I swear. Swears. because you're just doing clickbait and it's content. So instead of them feeling like you're selling them something, you're like, no, I'm just telling you a story. Buy my product. All right. Next one. After that, add rich text. Because we ain't on that poor text shit. Okay, we got another image here. So, oh, hey, Eddie. How's it going? What funnel builder plugin do you use? I use Oxygen. Oxygen is best. Best by far. Always use Oxygen. You could also use Breakdance. It's free. Breakdance is free. So at the small cost of absolutely nothing, is using optimized pressed or similar a bad idea if you're just doing bridge page listicles at first? You can use it. It would be okay. It wouldn't be optimal. Like, the thing is, you don't have to, the very first page is the only one that you truly see benefits or downsides to the actual making it in something really optimized like Oxygen. So for example, like, my landing page will be done with it, but if I have other pages after the landing page, typically I send a cart, so it doesn't matter. But it's the very first page they hit. For every 1 second of load time, it typically has a 25% drop off. So you just want to get it. Oh, got you. They used to be Woo funnels. No, they were never Woo funnels. It's Oxygen Builder. It's just a WordPress plugin in general. Like, it's not a funnel program by any means. It costs like $100 to buy it. If you guys want to use it, let me know. I'll give you a key. I have unlimited. An unlimited license, kind of a big deal. And it's so easy to build with. Like, I'm literally building this landing page in just such a stupid amount of time. All right, then we got to add, of course, like, I'm pretty fast with it just because of constantly doing this kind of stuff via stream and everything else. But yeah, they are the page speed. So I have a friend recently scored on mobile with a site, with a homepage of his website using Breakdance. And, like, of course, he optimized it and everything. He got a 99. Have you ever seen a mobile 99 score? And it does make a difference. So if I compare sending it to this landing page versus my landing page, it's about a 300 to 500% difference in conversion. So, like, that's not a small amount. That's huge. Like, I pretty much had to stop the test because I did landing page versus landing page, and it was for a product called LifeVac. And I did it with more. So it's not just one. So with every single one, I started at my page versus their page, the exact same page. If anything, mine was way more degenerate because I got lazy. I was like, fuck building that. Screenshot, put it in. 300 to 500%. Because number one, you don't get duplicate content for it because at least the domains change, which, like, duplicate content is somewhat of a spectrum. You know, everything's a spectrum these days. So yeah, you basically want to recreate it with this, and then it's just so much faster. It makes a massive difference. I use leads heap for my funnel builder. So yeah, that could work. Or you could even just integrate the lead heap form into, like, something like this. Or you could iframe it. You could do lots of different things. So you don't, even if you're, like, stuck on a certain system because of whatever reason, there's still ways to get around it, just with, like, iframing and everything else. And I find, like, it's always been worthwhile for me. The numbers don't lie. Like, I called it out on Facebook and everyone's like, hey, can you prove it with my offer? And I'm like, wait a second. I see what you guys are getting me into. It's like, no, only if you give me a bloody rev share am I making a free landing page that will perform it. So I was even asking everyone, like, hey, would it be a service you're interested in? Because I got a bunch of Oxygen developers. So if you guys are like, you know what, Matt, I hate making landing pages, you know, that's bullshit. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do that part. I have people I could refer you to that are very cheap. I don't make zero. I don't make anything from it. I'm just trying to help out the third world. Some of these guys may be on the FBI most wanted list. Who knows? You know, that's not our problem. but it's like $15 an hour. And typically you could have them make a whole site in like 4 hours, or like a landing page in 4 hours, etc. What I sometimes do is use HTT Rack website copy tool to copy the leads leap page to put them in my membership site. Yeah, you could do that. Or you could use something like there's lots of different tools you can use to do that. It's like the internet's duct tape, aka Zapier. It's amazing. They have a whole business based on just like, okay, so you want to use another program and you don't want to integrate the API. Not everybody has people who know how to work with APIs as friends. I do, but you know, doesn't mean I'm not going to use Zapier for it or anything like that. Yeah, so I have a Discord right now, and I'm going to actually change it into I'm going to like it's under construction, and I'm going to put like a mid-journey bot and stuff in it too at the same time, that people could use, and like all the other bots, and have channels for it. But basically, like as I build it out, I've already proved the concept. Like I literally built that Audion website live on stream and made profit like $168 by day 2, and then now it's scaled and everything else. So I'm building out like the whole community, and there's going to be a spot for like Oxygen and everything else, and I'll just invite the connections that I have there, so you could be like, hey, hire, because I do realize, as much as like I want to teach everybody how to do it, doesn't mean everybody has to do it. And I know some people just want to be like, because there is a lot of steps, you got to learn a lot of different things, where it's like, for me, I learned them just because I like to know about it, because if I hire for it, I could tell who's good, who's bad, everything like that. That's kind of like the main reason why I learn everything, like why I just learned how to video edit, etc. I have too many tests to do to just pay people to blast it out, and I kind of change it real time and everything else. I don't want to basically have someone be hired just for like one-off projects and then take a couple days or whatever it takes them to get me like what I need for it. Yeah, you have to open it. But the thing is, like, there's certain parts where you don't have to. And I fully want people to like know that on their side, where it's like, hey, you don't have to learn all of it. You could hire it. It's good for you to understand it though, and how it's done and what it should look like, etc. Because if you hire without any knowledge, there's so many people who get into like I'm going to make a SaaS company. That's like the biggest internet thing. Like I'm going to make my own SaaS, and they hire developers and they've never developed before, or they pay like the amount of people that have paid $200K for an app that's absolute garbage, would blow your bloody mind. Like it's absolutely amazing. So like if you're going to do something like that, you have to have some knowledge into it. You can't just be like, well, I'm going to hire and hope, because it never works out on that side. So for me, it's like, do I plan on becoming a master video editor, and like that's going to be what I do? Heck no, not at all. But like I'll learn enough to do it, to just use it for my own advantage. Doing the HTML and CSS stuff for me, I know a little bit about some of it. Yeah, even just knowing enough to like hack with it and do light changes, where it's like you have to hire somebody to work for an hour to like move this picture down 5 pixels. You know what I mean? It's like, we got to do this or that or fucking everything else. You don't want to be able to do that. You want to be somewhat good with it. So no, I'm working on creating like a Discord for it, where it's like we could have people ask questions in different parts, and then even just have the guys that you could hire directly in it, and they'd appreciate it. They're $15 an hour for them puts them like 1%, and they're good at what they do. They've been, I made sure they're good. They've proven. I've checked over all their stuff, what they can do. They're not bullshitting, which is something you got to be careful for in this space. But basically kind of put it all together, and it's kind of like as I do course and everything else, kind of go for it. Right now it's all just free, and I just answer questions and etc. Like I don't mind doing this side, because it's a good thing and a bad thing that it's not required for me. Like I don't have to make money from a course. I could just do what I do right now and live an extremely happy life that people would be grateful for. But yeah, at the same time, I was kind of like, well, if I'm also doing all the work too, I might as well make content with it and potentially monetize it another way and help other people and etc. So that's where we are today. Hi, Liberty. What's up? Oh, don't ask me about that. Yep. She just came in probably to because she knows when I stream. She's like, Daddy, I watched your stream, disliked it. A lot of people fall into the trap of buying a SaaS on Code Canyon. Yeah, they buy a SaaS or they just don't understand software, or they don't understand apps. Like, I guarantee there's a reason why the App Store is like a graveyard of apps that never worked out, because they do. Like, good apps take a fucking lot of work. You can't just be like, I'm gonna make an app, you know, and make an app that simple. You really want to have like the knowledge and everything else required for it. I'm just making the CTA right now, 7,000, a little bit big on that. So I put in a div, I lay it out, I center it. But yeah, at the same time, it's like I don't have to do advertorials, but I want to try it. I know it works for people, and so why not me, right? Figure it out too. And the thing is too, it's like the more ways you somewhat future-proof yourself, because like, let's say for example, one of the ways that I make money instantly, like one day there's an update or people don't buy on ads, or like there's other issues there too at the same time. Geez, hey, get back there. I just created a box shadow for this. We need to this off. ECC, then you are. Oh, we got ourselves a shadow. Kind of a big deal. Yeah, some people don't know what hosting or is a MySQL database or is how to connect them and configure the file. And they're buying a PHP script. Yeah, well, it's like that. And then they buy it and everything. And then it, you know, it'll break, for example. And they'll be like, okay. What do I do now? Let's do 95% on this one. Lay it out. For this stuff too, I also don't I don't make it look exactly the same as what I copy, because number one, it's hard, and number two, it's not ever really fucking required either. Like, everybody, you know, it's the whole like 7 out of 10 rule. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like, I'm not the greatest video editor in the world, you know, just to be frank. I don't like to admit stuff like that, but it's like the videos I do, they get tens of thousands of views. Can't connect to database 404. Yeah, or even like they don't even know how to work with the database to begin with. It's like, oh, not good. 900. Is that big enough? Nope. We need 950. Yeah. Okay. So what we need to do is we go margin 10 from the top. Oh no, we're on the wrong one. We go margin 10 from the top. Bam. I'm just trying to copy a stupid blue thing that they have. Like, why? I understand why, but okay, we go to the div background. Text color white. Want to make the font slightly lower. And then what you have to, the difference between padding and margin can't be understated. Padding's for text. Margin is for like your boxes and pushing them around. Yeah, that's the thing. And you can't expect everybody to be amazing at everything either too at the same time, you know? I don't, at least. Like, there's some stuff that I'm like, I'm not going to learn database stuff. Let's be serious here. Have that. Then we want to put a div underneath a div. Background color, this color. Then we'll put it, or no, we want 100. Yay. This goes here. We're pretty much done, to be honest. Oh. Of course, we'll have to fix it up. You don't want to do too much before you actually write your own copy. 10, 15. 20. Now we're feeling it. 20. Bam. Bottom 20. Kind of the same. Oh, there's way too much padding on the side. Back to this div or margin on the side. Compared to the top, at least. Oh, it's because we did this percentage based. Like a noob. That's fine. We want 99%. Nope. 97%. 98%? Yay. There we go. Get down there. Get down here. I really should have did this to begin with, which is get the font size for it. Font size 17. I wonder what we defaulted on that. 17. Get out of here. 17. 17. I'd even make it a little bit bigger. But we can go without it for now. Anybody watch the new show, The Last of Us? One of those, it's breaking records pretty much. But I'm all for zombie apocalypse and everything else. So I enjoyed it. Hate this font color there. Hold copy for a reason. Copy, then you paste. Yeah, pretty much. For stuff like 17, I'll just do 17 the entire time. All right, let's look at. Here's the buy for it. Where is it? Oh no, we lost it. Oh, I have it over here. That's why. Durr. Put it here. Pretty much the same thing. Just have to go. Very different. Make different images for it and everything else. Pretty easy. To be honest. Got the whole parent trends up here. I would like a call to action up in the corner, but maybe I'll do something floating. I think once I get to a point on my membership site, and I'm not disclosing the idea behind it and how I made it, the time I might make a stream. You should just make a stream ahead of time. Because people aren't going to be like, steal your idea and just go from there. You know how much work went into it. You really think other people are going to do that? Probably not. If anything, I think it's a good way to recruit them. Or you could just kind of talk about it, or just using it and everything else and being like, this is how I make money. Tabernacle. Cigars went out again. That's all right. May even bring this down. Sure. The background looks a little weird on it now. All right. This definitely has to add a bit smaller. But yeah, you'd be surprised. I think honestly, you'd probably sign people up from it if you streamed it. Because everybody's curious. And you provide like, one of the things that's hard is you're almost providing like a done for you service. For me, a done for you service is just insanely hard. Like, as much as I want to high ticket, make everybody publications and stuff like that, there's just so many moving parts. There's so much, and everybody loves done for you stuff. And when you're selling a done for you, it's great, especially when you have it automated on that side. So like you do have the advantage there, where it's not a DIY by any means. So yeah, just some food for thought. And plus, I want you to stream just so I don't have to, so I could be the spectator instead of having to read advertorials in Southern accents on YouTube for the rest of my life. You know? Sometimes you want to be a spectator. And also, there's no good marketing streams. Like, one of the big reasons I made this is just because of the fact that it's like, no one really puts this kind of content out. They always charge for it. It's kind of like the amount of info I give away is like a bloody mastermind. You know, there's nobody that's willing to do it because they're holding it tight, like, oh, only I can make the money. But it's like, bro, how many offers can I run myself? Like, yeah, I can make an agency that just does affiliate offers, but then I'm kind of back on square one, you know, back to the agency life. Even though I'm the only client for the agency, it's just like, ugh, I don't really want to do that. And I got a lot, like, in the agency side, I got most of my fulfillment just on the teaching people and creating. Like the only guy streaming affiliate marketing. No, it's true. I actually have seen a couple other guys. There's one on YouTube that does it, and he's pretty interesting. I've followed him for a bit. Let me just see. I'll give this guy some props. He has quite a bit of followers, but he's definitely like, he's selling a product to every extent. So let's see. His name is Affiliate Marketing MC, and he does it like every single one is a bloody non-advertorial. Every single one is a bloody webinar.
1 million organic rankings, tons of money in our,
and he looks like a character that, like a Chipmunks character, I think, you know. But he also does organic, so he does interesting stuff. I always like to keep an eye on just everybody in the affiliate world. But no, he does interesting stuff where he buys up domain with rank and then like ranks organically for it. His methods, I think they probably work. I think they do. Like, he sells a course from it and products and other stuff like that. But every single one, and like, look at that. He's got a whole bloody studio. I got a studio in the other room. I just never use it because I don't want to stand. You know, I did it for my first video. I thought he is, maybe he is the Offer Vault. He's a mascot of a bunch of stuff. Yeah, he does a bunch of different things. And then he pimps himself out for it and etc., you know? But I can't hate him for it. I just hate the whole, like, I don't like organic because I can't control the stream, where it's like with paid, if you find something that works, you can basically, with like paid traffic, you could scale it up. You could be like, from one day, you know, you're eating ramen, next day you're eating Wagyu type deal. Like, it's infinitely more scalable at all the biggest affiliates, in my opinion. Like, you can, like, organic, if you have enough of them building, then over time you're going to make a lot, and there's nothing wrong with using that strategy too at the same time. But I just hate on waiting for organic, because it's like, oh, one day you make 500, next day you'll make 0, and then a whole bunch will come in 1 month, and then nothing will come in. So I don't, yeah, the method works. So there's a million ways to skin a pig, or whatever the phrase is for it. But yeah, it's just like one of those things where it really, there isn't much content for affiliate and everything. Like, where I do best is ad buying, but I learned how to do all the rest of it too at the same time, so I kind of just put it all together. And yeah, if I'm literally like just working at the same time as doing it, which is hilarious, where I'm like, you know, I'll just get paid to actually, or not just get paid, but like grow something else at the same time, grow a personal brand while I'm just going to do stuff I'm going to do anyways. And guess what? If people copy me, it's fine. We could both make money. Even if I get copied, we can both make money from it. Like I could give away my ads to people. And we're still both going to do pretty well too at the same time. So I'm not worried about it too much on that front, but yeah, it's just one of those things, you know, but I think it is especially, itchy ear. I hate AirPods for this. Oh, and I put them on soundproof. So I feel like I'm Tabernacle. Come on. Trying to just copy the CTA for it. Where is ya? Okay, here we go. Sometimes if you want to copy text that they stop you from copying, just view source. Bam. Here we go. Yeah, like my sponsor told me, I just need to do more video, etc., and get myself out there, and really been neglecting making content. And I agree. Like one of the things you have to factor too at the same time is imagine back when he told you that if you're already creating content. Like if you started creating content back, like if I started when I was first started digital marketing, creating all the content for it and did it up until this point, how many millions of followers and everything else, and like you would have mastered platforms when they're really easy to master. Like when Instagram first came out, you would have been able to do that. Or like, for example, for everything. So it's like, yeah, you just have to factor, like imagine you've been doing that for 5 years, what a difference it'd be when I started. Yeah, it's one of those things. Like it's definitely worthwhile for you to do, and it's one of those things where it gets overlooked because it's like it's all the long-term stuff takes a long time. Like doing the right long-term stuff takes a while, you know. It takes a while to figure everything out. Even starting with affiliate, it may take you a little while just to get your first offer that works. Like you may have to go through a bunch of different offers or anything like that. Like there's lots of different variables for it. But it's like you need to do all those. You get better at it. You get better. You get more followers and everything else. Like I'm so close. I'm going to be on 1,000 TikTok followers soon. And then I can live stream on the platform. And I know that like platforms that organically grow, you only have a certain amount of time. Like Instagram, you can't organically grow on Instagram anymore. It just bloody doesn't exist unless you're good with like was almost monetized but quit due to personal issues. Yeah, and it's a shame, right? Like if you kept doing it and if you kept creating content at that point, like how different it would be. Just like the long-term bet on yourself. Make that, you know, you do things where you may not see instant return, but all the stuff where you don't see instant return, where you feel like, oh fuck, you know, I'm not really making much from this or anything. Like those are the things over the long term that make you a shit ton of money. You know, it's like when I first started doing doing agency model, and I was buying ads for all these massive brands and like you name it. I wasn't making crazy amounts of money. Like the first contract I had, I was spending $600K a month on like a dating site. And this was back in like 2010 ish, doing like phone dating offers and stuff. And it's like, then I only made, I think I got $3,000 a month, and then I kept getting like $1,000 raises and everything like that. And we started just absolutely crushing it. Where it's like, because of all that, I was able to start an agency that was insanely profitable, you know, where we're doing $1 million months, on that side. And then like, you know, from there, because of the agency and because of everything else and all my previous knowledge, I was able to figure out how to crack affiliate marketing and kind of like do it better than other people too. And everything else. People got into my business and had to shut things down. Yeah, no, it's one of those things. You can't shut it down, you know? And we made a whole advertorial in that time. Of course, the advertorial is not done by any means. We have to rewrite it. I'm going to save that for another stream just because it's like, I'll chat GPT that. That's what I want to do. Well, I'll chat GPT some of it. But I want to kind of draw out exactly how I'm going to do it. Like I'll likely just take screenshots of this and get on my Microsoft Surface, no ad there, and just like, you know, write it up, how I'm going to phrase it, how I'm going to go from first person to third person and everything else. Luckily I moved and not dealing with the same people around me. Yeah, it's amazing what the people around you will do, you know? So I can be a ghost. yeah, no, it's there's advantages to it, and like, you know, there's problems like putting yourself out there. It's even myself. People are trying to hack my Facebook account all the time because of these streams. You ain't getting it because I found ways to add a double password to it, which makes it impossible. Yeah, you go under a fake name or everything else, but there's lots of ways to do it. And then at the same time, it's just also not caring what people say or think, or if they find out stuff about you. I got kids, so of course I have to be careful. That's why I got a bunch of guns behind me that I could just shoot people with. But anyways, I'm going to wrap it up there. I'm actually going to be streaming. So I'm going to keep basically going back to the streaming schedule. I typically take like weekends off just because it never works out. I have cleaner come, then a babysitter come, and then it's like an absolute mess for that. But appreciate you guys showing up like always. I'll do another update on Auden 2 at some point just because that one's absolutely printing money. But for me, it's like I find a winning offer and I'm on to the next one. It's like next one. Let's just keep going. Let's make it rain. So anyways, guys, girls, people without gender, appreciate you all. I will see you guys next time. I think the coffee's finally going through me. Great way to end it. All right. Cheers. Bye. I don't know how to stop recording on this one yet. OBS. So